and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica, and today I will be doing my makeup rehab slash low-buy update number 1. And this video series was inspired by, I almost said Stuff Lines. It's just stuff, and I believe there's a couple other people who do it as well, but I follow It's Just Stuff and Emily and Max's rules in like a kind of a combination. And basically this video is to go over like the stuff that I brought in and some empties, and also like thoughts I had during this month. I do have a journal, but it's like only got a week's worth of entries. It's like a journal. It's more like writing down my thought process for the day. And yeah, also I was very unorganized when I tried to film this the first time, which was like 5 minutes ago, and then I realized I didn't have all my products, and then I realized that one of my packages never arrived. I am going to go over first what I am getting rid of, like decluttering or empties, and then I will talk about products that I've brought in and kind of like my general thought process at the end. So starting with empties, I do have it sorted by declutters and empties. So these are empties, and there's some stuff in here from February, but there's no makeup from February, and I'm only counting makeup empties towards my beauty bank, and makeup declutters do not count. So it's a lot of hair care actually. So I have these two really disgusting Matrix Total Results So Silver Color Obsessed. It's a shampoo and a conditioner, and these are very expensive from Ulta. It's like $17 per bottle, and they don't last that long, but I think they were on sale for Christmas or something like that, or the holidays, and I got both of them for $10 each. So rather than paying $17 per bottle, it's only $10 for two, so it was like $5 per bottle. Of course, I paid more for these bottles because it was my first set. I've repurchased this many times. I think it works really well for my hair. Like, it has never been brassy except for the week that I didn't have this, and I don't feel like it's too damaging either. I do have a friend who's told me that her hair is very brassy even though she uses purple shampoo, and I told her to switch to this, and she said it made a difference. Next, I have this bottle of Olaplex. This is the number 3 hair perfector, and it smells good. This is my first bottle of it. I do have like 3 more bottles of this, and I am trying to finish up a bottle for my Drop 10 by Summer project pan, and I really like this, but you do need a lot of it, and this is like the biggest size it comes in, so I mean, it is definitely a splurge, and I get mine for half off though, so it's like not as bad, definitely not as bad, but it's still quite pricey, and I only use this when my hair really needs it, which I didn't use it last night. My hair still feels fine. I gave myself a haircut like a few weeks ago, so I think my hair is still okay, but prior to that, I really needed to use this, and I feel like it actually works. Like, I used Olaplex last night, so that's probably why I can't feel any damage on my hair, like the 4 and the 5. But I think if you can only afford one product in the line, Kelly Gooch says to buy this. I don't know. I think I prefer 4 and 5 together instead of just using this on its own. I feel like together they're more effective, but if you can only buy one, or you only want one, I guess this is the way to go. I have this body wash. It says Raw Sugar Men on it, and it is the activated charcoal and bamboo scent. It smells good. I like this more than the Raw Sugar that doesn't say men, so I guess for women. And I just think it smells better. I don't know if this works better than my current body wash because I do have eczema on my skin, and I've been like, I feel like this makes my body softer, but it flares up my eczema because there is a scent in it. My boyfriend and I both used this up, and we've used it like, I don't know, a few bottles of this already, and I like this. I think he likes it as well, but I can't use it anymore because I have eczema, so now I'm using body wash that doesn't even, like, it doesn't feel moisturizing. My lotion feels moisturizing after, so I don't know if I should even be using body wash. There's no sulfates or parabens, and it is plant derived, so if you are looking for a body wash brand that is, I guess, doesn't have those ingredients. I don't like to use the term clean beauty because I know it's a scam. Like people think it's better, but it's not necessarily better. So I don't know, but I really like the scent of this. More skincare. I have my Then I Met You Living Cleansing Balm. I'm not gonna show you the top because it's absolutely disgusting. This is what the inside looks like. That little scoop is what you use to dig the product out instead of using your fingers. This stuff works so well. I think this is at least my 3rd jar of it, and I have a 4th jar, and it just like melts off everything. Like, I don't like to use this on my eyes because while it does work, if it gets into your eyes, it does blur your vision, or at least it does for me. So that's why I try not to use it in my eyes. If you wear makeup and sunscreen and you feel like your normal cleanser doesn't get it off, this really works. Let me show you. It is very expensive though. It is $38 for this, but you don't need a lot. I remember with my old Vanilla Co. cleansing balm, I would need to use a lot, which is how I got through it so quickly, because I would wear a full face of makeup every single day, and by full face, I mean like no foundation. I am wearing a BB cream today because I do have some scarring going on right here, and I've heard BB cream is supposed to help with that, and also to cover it up. My hair covers it up, so I guess I didn't have to wear it today. But yeah, I really like this. It's won many awards. Like, I think it won a Lear, was it 2019 or 2020, 2021? It's won awards, so I think it works very well, and it's great for double cleansing. So I feel like if you were to just use this and not follow up with a water-based cleanser, you might not enjoy it as much. But I double cleanse because I have oily skin, so this plus like the Sephora VIB cleanser, they're perfect together. Now I have some lotions. These are lanolin creams from Lancino, and I have eczema on my nipples, which is why I use this, and it doesn't help with any of the itchiness, but it does like help with the dryness. And I know you can put hydrocortisone on eczema patches if they're itchy, but that's in like such a, you know, sensitive area. I don't want to put it on there and like have repercussions later on in the future. Like, what if I can't use that titty for breast milk, you know, in the future? So that's why I am only using this and just dealing with the itchiness. I've stopped scratching it as much though recently. So yeah, anyways, I've used this up many times, and this is like, I don't know what bottle this is. 4th or 5th bottle of this, and it comes in a 2-pack, so, or you get a little sample size with the big size, which I don't know why they do that, but hey. I've heard this makes great lip balm, but it smells kind of funny, so I would not recommend using it as a lip balm if you do not like the smell of like sheep fat, because lanolin is derived from sheep. Okay, this is a declutter. This is the Orange Blossom Eau de Parfum spray from the brand Something Special. I bought this off of Etsy. It smells very good, but my throat. I have an allergic reaction to this, and I've heard, I was gonna even like tough it out because I really like the scent, but it hurts my throat. Like, my throat feels irritated right now, probably because this was like all over the stuff in here. But yeah, I wanted the Orange Blossom perfume from Jo Malone. This is a knockoff, but unfortunately I have an allergic reaction to it. I'm going to stop waving it in the air because my throat is just getting itchier, and I've never had a reaction to anything like that. Usually my allergic reactions are or cause me to go to the bathroom. But that one just closes my throat, and I'd like to breathe and not get asthma. And there's one more like skincare product. This is the Trader Joe's Ultra Moisturizing Hand Cream. I love this. It's so moisturizing. You cannot really use it on dry hands, though. You have to use it like when your hands are just supple after washing them, but dry. You know what I mean? Like they can't have any water on them, but they still feel a little bit like plump. That's when this is like that's the best time to use this because it absorbs the best. Once it's on dry skin, it just sits there and it feels kind of greasy. But I really like this. It's like a heavy duty hand cream, and I do have eczema on the back of my hands. I probably have eczema everywhere on my body except my face, but I highly recommend this. It's only $5 per tube, and when I couldn't get my hands on the fancy hand cream, I ended up buying another one of this because, like, as you can see, this one is like all used up. Really like this. I keep saying I think it's my third or fourth tube, but honestly it probably is my fifth or sixth tube. I don't know. They're so affordable, and I need to use hand lotion or my hands feel dry and disgusting. And it's especially good for right now when everyone is like using hand lotion and hand sanitizer. Okay, I don't really know what to call this. This is like a makeup remover. This is the Heroin Make Speedy Mascara Remover. I wear Heroin Make mascara. It's also known as, it's from the brand Kiss Me. So if you're wondering, sometimes they'll say Kiss Me or Heroin Make. And this stuff works amazing because the Heroin Make mascara is waterproof. I have hair in my lash right now. It's like annoying. But this is great at removing the mascara because it's waterproof and very difficult to remove. In the past, I have lost eyelashes trying to remove my mascara. So this, just you put it on and then like you can wipe off the mascara right away. But I usually wait and then I take it off with the rest of my eye makeup. And I do have two makeup empties. So, well, kind of. So the first one is this. This is the Eyeshadows Sport Waterproof Mascara. I don't know if this is truly empty or not, but like whenever I use this, I can only get on one coat. And in the past, I could get on like multiple. So I am going to get rid of this. I don't really, and it's been like a few months already, I don't really like this. It's the Eyeshadows Sport Waterproof Mascara Catch and Curl. This, like, it doesn't really voluminize your lashes, and it, like, I don't know how else to explain it. It just does not work that well. And I expected, like, volume because that's what you can expect out of Western brands, and I didn't really get that with this. So I was really disappointed. It is waterproof, but it is so much more easy to remove than the Heroin Make mascara. I don't know what's in it, but it's just so hard to remove. But this was easy to remove. I would not repurchase this. This was a present to me, and I'm glad I used it and got my opinion on it because I would never get it again. And this is the last product. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and can you hear that? This broke on me one day, and it has been very difficult to get product out of it ever since. So I did depot this into this container, so there's still some left. Yeah, but this is gonna last me, I don't know, 2 months. So I'm still gonna call this an empty because the packaging is gone, and I will still call this something in my inventory because it is still here, but this physical packaging is gone, so I'm going to call it as an empty. I did also use up this little jar within the last 2 months, so February and March. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Sweet Candy. I really like this scent, but I'm giving it a break and switching over to Choco Mint for now. But once I'm done with that, I'm probably going to switch back to Sweet Candy because so far this has been my favorite scent. It smells delicious. And I have to keep switching between the Laneige scent, like the flavors, I guess, because I will get sick of the flavor. Like, I do not want to ever use the berry flavored one ever again. It was absolutely disgusting. Well, towards the end. It was okay at first, but it did start to feel like it was on its way out. Like, it was expiring as I was using it up, so gross. But yeah, anyways, I'm blabbing. I really enjoyed this. So this is not going to count as a makeup empty because it's technically skincare. I'm using it to hold the primer potion. That is 2 makeup empties, and I do have some declutters as well, so let me get those out. So what I'm decluttering are these 3. I thought I decluttered this a long time ago. It's the NARS Laguna lip balm. I absolutely hated this. It made my lips feel more dry, so I'm just gonna get rid of it now. And then I have my, wow, it looks like I used a lot, Nature Republic lip gloss. This is my favorite lip gloss, but unfortunately it's expired. So, and I know it's expired because it like smells very heavily of plastic, like in a bad way, like melted plastic. I don't know if plastic could smell good, you know? So if your makeup smells funny, then you should probably stop using it because it's not worth it to, you know, develop a reaction. And then I'm also going to be decluttering my Locka lipstick in the pink nude version. It's more like pink. This is technically expired, but I did use up a good amount of this. Both of these products were in my project pan, so they're kind of spoilers, but when this decluttered, I was like absolutely devastated because I could have been working on this last year, but instead I was working on my Fenty gloss because I don't want to own anything Fenty in my collection. And then when it expired, like when this expired, I was like, are you serious? I could have just been working on this instead of that, like, because I like this so much more. I've decided to put aside, like, or to stop using products that I feel mediocre about and only try and keep what I love. So I did do another declutter afterwards, and I'm going to be donating those products because they're still usable. And then I have this one, which is expired, and I mean, it doesn't smell or anything, but it's technically expired. It's not my favorite, so I'm going to be decluttering it as well. Moving on to my 2 piles of declutters. So I have a local, I guess, women's shelter where I have a local women's shelter, and they only take things that are brand new, unopened. So I'm going to show you those. So I have these 2 brow pencils. I got them as like a gift with purchase. It was like a sample set if you spent over $60, and I can't believe that I am just like gonna give them away because I really wanted that sample set. But anyways, I think someone else would get better use out of it. I have the NYX micro brow pencil in espresso and also the Ulta brow pencil in medium brown. I think that these would probably fit someone else's brows, and I have not opened any of the ones I'm talking about right now. Then I have my Too Faced Diamond Light Fire Highlighter. I wanted to use this, but if I'm going to be realistic with myself, I'm probably not going to like it. So I did get this for free, and I'm going to be giving it or donating it because I don't think I'm going to use it. I've never used it, so I figured better to give it to someone else. Then I have this Makeup Revolution Soap Brow Styler. It came with the like $60 brow bundle that you got for free, and I don't think I'm going to use this because it's like one of those products where you have to dip into like a pomade or like some kind of cream and apply it to your brows, and I don't like doing that because it's too much work. And I do not support Makeup Revolution because I do not support fast fashion, so I'm going to be donating this to someone else. And then I have my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder in the shade Translucent, and I absolutely love this powder, but I do not think I will be able to get to it in time because my Laura Mercier setting powder has been holding on for dear life since the end of 2021. And I think it's been almost 8 months with one that's like a similar size to this. And I have a jumbo size, so I'm never going to get around to this. And so I figured I would just donate it because someone else can use it. And I don't want to like hold on to it for years, you know. So that's what I'm going to be donating to my local women's shelter. I think I'm gonna go to Target and pick up like pads as well to donate and other supplies, because I've heard that women's shelters, like, they get a lot of like used clothes as donations, but they don't get a lot of like, you know, supplies like makeup, like especially not brand new makeup or like, you know, pads and stuff like that. I think they deserve it too, so I'm going to be donating this. Okay, because that one doesn't take open makeup and I have some open makeup, I have another bag of stuff. But I'm only going to take out the stuff that I recently decluttered. Yesterday, I was like sitting on the floor with a clay mask on, going through my products and trying to figure out what I wanted to keep and what I was going to donate, and trying to be realistic with myself, except I wasn't entirely realistic when I got to my eyeshadow palettes because I love them so much, but I have convinced myself to let go of some. So I'm not going to talk about that first. I have 3 eyeshadow palettes here and 1 highlighter. And the highlighter might surprise you. It is the Too Faced Glover, and this is the Puppy bronzer and, highlighter. And I barely used this. Well, I mean, you can still see the pattern, is what I mean by barely used. So I don't know if I should clean this up myself or, like, you know, pass this on to someone else to clean and let them know, like, hey, you need to sanitize this. I don't know. I was going to donate this to Project Beauty Share, and like, I don't know if they clean it, so that's why I was like, do I clean it myself or do they clean it? Because I don't want to like spray alcohol on it and potentially ruin it. So maybe they have some other way of cleaning it. I do like this, but it is not the right shade for me. It is way too light, and I don't think I will ever really be able to use this on its own. I usually have to mix it with something else, like a lot of something else, to get this to work. So I figured it's not even worth the effort of keeping this. The packaging is absolutely adorable. It's got Clover's face on it, and I am sure someone will love it. So I'm going to donate it while it's still new. Here are the other palettes. So I'm donating my Persona Identity 2 palette. I was just thinking about it and I was like, you know, every color that I would want in here is in my Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. Like, let me show you, because I show this every time I mention this. Or show this, but this is what the Identity 2 palette looks like. It's got a little bit of pan in it, but I've like not used every single shade in here. So I figured it would be okay to donate. And then this is what Chocolate Gold looks like. It's almost the exact same. There's like 2 or 3 shades that are different. And I do like Chocolate Gold more. Also, I need to mention something about Persona Cosmetics later. I was reading their Glassdoor and I was like kind of disgusted. So I'd rather not keep this in my collection. I don't know if it's true or not. It was only 4 reviews, and I know that you cannot alter reviews on there, but it does seem kind of genuine because like all the reviews on there had the same type of feeling. And then I am donating my Violet Voss Wild Dahlia palette. This is so cute. Like, look at it. It's perfect for traveling, and I've only used it like once or twice, so might as well donate it while it's fresh. I have all the colors in my collection. I just need to dig around for it. And this does kind of remind me of the Chocolate Gold palette, so it makes me feel better. There's a duochrome in here, and I was swatching it last night and I was like, it's so pretty. But I have the exact same duochrome as a single from Sydney Grace, and I like the shift in that one more. That one, it's more blue. It's not like red blue that everyone has. That one appears more blue, this one appears more red or maroon. And I bought this kind of as an impulse purchase. I didn't think too much about it. I know Violet Voss does have a decent formula, and from the times I've tried this, it was very good. Like, I didn't experience any fallout. It blended really easily, and I did really like it, but I've decided that because I barely used it, someone else can get more use out of it. And this is the last palette. This is the Naked Urban Decay Heat, and this is what mine looks like on the inside. I'm probably going to have to clean the brush before I donate it, or donate it without the brush. I don't know. So I've only used this like 3 times, and I haven't used every single shade. Like, I'm pretty sure I've only used 2, which is He Devil and Fuego. So, that's a waste, but I was trying to think about it, and I was like, look, this is a whole palette of reddish browns, which I do not enjoy. I prefer more cooler toned browns, so I'm going to donate this because if I'm being real with myself, I'm only going to use like the first 4 shades. Well, I mean, okay, I didn't use the first 4 shades, but I'm only really interested in the first 4 shades, so I'm just going to donate this. I do have like 4 other Naked palettes, so I can like use those for the formula, but yeah, I don't know if my mom would get use out of this, but she's probably going to say, just donate it. I'm not going to use it that much. That's everything I'm decluttering slash donating slash used up, and now we can move on to the products I bought, which is in a giant mess on this table. I didn't know at the beginning of this month, like at the very beginning, that I was going to be going on this like low buy, but that didn't really affect me and for like the rest of the month. Like, I knew it was going to happen, but there is the 21 Days of Beauty sale is still ongoing while I'm filming this video, although I don't know if I'm going to really be buying anything. It really depends on what's available on the last day, and that would still be April's, so it would not be included in this video. I think I'm done buying everything, but like I said, I'm missing a package because I thought that I had it delivered, but it was my first package that I placed, like my first order I placed, but when I opened it, it turned out to be the second order I placed, so I have no idea where the first order is. But anyways, I'm just going to get into it in order of what I bought. So from Sephora, I picked up the Dior Nail Glow, and I got this when it was 5 times the points for Dior's. I am happy about that, and I did use the free ship code because I did not want to pay for shipping or like add additional stuff to my cart to make free shipping. This is quite hefty. I think it's like $28 or something for this. It is not cheap, but it is basically a French manicure in a bottle. It makes your nails, like the pinks of your nail, look more pink, and the whites of your nails look more white. To be honest, it doesn't do that much on me, but I find myself missing it all the time. Like, I'm looking at my nails now, and they look okay. Like, they do look pretty healthy, but when I use this on like my mom or my great aunt, I can see the difference because their nails aren't as pink as mine. Because obviously with age you do lose some of the pinkness. This is good for your nails, and so I figured might as well just get it again because I've been looking for it everywhere. I have my original bottle at my mom's place, but I have no idea where it is, and she doesn't know where it is either. And you know the saying, if your mom can't find it, it's truly lost. So I picked up another one because a lot of people in my life really like using this. And then I also got, this is quite heavy, this is the Natasha Denona Mini Tropic palette, and it happens to have shades that I thought I didn't have in my collection, but it turns out I have pretty much every single shade in my collection, so I feel stupid now. So this will be counting against my beauty bank. So currently I have 22 points because I used up 2 items, and I'm not counting declutters or presents, or I'm not counting declutters or like anything I decide to, donate. That doesn't count. And so with this, I do have a separate eyeshadow bank so that I don't like use all of my beauty bank credits on eyeshadow palettes. So I had 15 and now I have 10. I did use this shade the most. Is that the only shade I used? Probably. This is full of like colors I wouldn't normally use, so I'm glad that this is small because then I will not feel as bad like having a bigger palette where I am not getting as much use out of it. But I don't really think I should have bought this or needed to buy it because, like, to be honest, no one needs makeup, but I probably should have thought harder about this. But I saw it was on sale, and I grabbed it to make free shipping so I could use a coupon code, and whatever. I am not upset that I have it. I just, now that I know I have a limit, and a lot of palettes are bigger than 15 pans, so it definitely limits me on what I can buy. The next few products are from Ulta. This is the VDL Moisturizing Primer. I think this is going to be the next primer I'm going to use, so I'm just going to unbox it. I remember long ago, the cap is dirty, that I believe it was Bubs Beauty said that she liked this primer. It's so heavy, no wonder it's so expensive. I got this for half off, and I think it's still half off because maybe they're going to get rid of the brand. I don't know. It's a Korean brand. It expires in June. What the heck? Okay, well, I'm going to start using this as soon as possible, probably starting tomorrow, because what the heck? Should I contact Ulta and be like, dude, you gave me a product that's going to expire in like 2 months? 2.5 months? What the heck? Anyways, it's supposed to like look amazing on your skin, but now that I've seen that it's expiring very quickly, no wonder they're getting rid of it. So yeah, I'm going to contact Ulta about that, but I'm still going to count this for now because I have it. And if I don't, like, if I get a return on this, or they're like, if they tell me just keep it and we'll refund you, then I would still count it. But if they like return it because we want it back and then we'll give you a refund, then I would just go back to the store and return it there. From the 21 Days of Beauty sale, the, I guess, second order I got is the Bare Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm. I don't know why I didn't just wait until National Lipstick Day to get this, because I have plenty of lip products, but I ended up picking up 4 of them, and I picked up the shades Imagination, Enlightenment, Sincerity, and Ingenuity. And I have 3 more of these. 2 of them are full size, and 1 of them is a sample size of Sincerity, which is like half the size of this. These are 0.13 fluid ounces, and they are amazing. I'm wearing Sincerity right now, the mini one I have, and it's very moisturizing, and it makes your lips look so healthy, and I think it's my new favorite lip gloss, especially since my old favorite expired. But I cannot wait to play with these. If you can see, they're all like brown. They're all some variant of brown or pink, because that is just my preference, and I guess I will never change. So with one of my orders, I believe it was the Dior Nail Glow, I got this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Sunscreen because I want to try this out, and if I like it, I will purchase the full size during the the VIB sale at Sephora. It's supposed to be SPF 50, but I don't know. There's been a lot of scandal around sunscreen lately, so as long as it works, I don't really care what SPF it is. I did mention earlier that I do have some notes, and I had to switch pens because, well, as you can see, it would not run. So I have this pen that like is only good for 2 strokes. So once it gives up, like, you're just not going to be able to use it for a week. On the 16th of March, I opened up my lip drawer and discovered that I had some lip products that I forgot about, which means that I decided to skip buying the Mented Cosmetics lipsticks. I did want some, but after opening my lip drawer, I was like, damn, I have so many lipsticks, so I am not going to be buying, or I didn't buy the Mented Cosmetics lipsticks during the 21 Days of Beauty sale, and that was 2 days before they were going on sale. So they went on sale on the 18th, and I decided on the 16th not to buy them. And then I said, in the past, I bought the Persona Cosmetics Identity 2 palette to try out an indie brand, but it is almost a dupe for Chocolate Gold, which I do prefer more. Moving on to the 18th, I picked up the Soul Skincare Cleansing Balm and a Milani eyeshadow primer. That is the package I'm missing. I don't know where it is, so I gotta contact Ulta after this. I decided to pick up my, I decided to pick up the Milani eyeshadow primer because I was running low on my Urban Decay primer potion, and I only have like a mini sample size from Lorac after, and I was like, okay, might as well just get it because it's on sale and I can get it with free shipping. I was originally going to buy the Too Faced shadow insurance, but they changed the packaging to like a solid, like a harder plastic tube packaging, like think the NYX Butter Gloss packaging, that kind of packaging, and they made it doe foot. So I was like, no. And they don't sell at Ulta, they only sell at Sephora. And then I went onto the Too Faced website to see if they had the original packaging, which they do. So they have it for half off. The only problem is that they don't offer free shipping until you hit $50. I put the shadow insurance into my cart, and I put one killer liner that they also have for half off. I guess they're discontinuing it. They should have kept the sketch markers because those were really good, and I don't know why they discontinued it. But anyways, so when I did that, my cart was only at $23, so I was going to have to spend $27 more to get it to $50 for free shipping, and I just decided it's not worth it. So I ended up getting the Milani primer instead. Like, I was deciding between the two. I hadn't placed my order yet, and I went with the Milani primer. It was cheaper, and it's supposed to be a dupe for the Urban Decay primer, and it does not have a doe foot. I was also worried that I was not going to like the Too Faced shadow insurance, which I've heard many people say, like, either you love the shadow insurance or you love the primer potion. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to risk it because I cannot return it. What if I don't like it? I just, like, wasted, you know, money on shipping and this product. Oh, I have a lot of notes. I also mentioned that I was interested in the surprise deal from Too Faced on the 18th, but it turned out to be the peach palette, so I was like, no. I couldn't buy it because I think it's got like 16 or how many are in here? 18 eyeshadows in it. Chocolate Gold has 16, that's why I got confused. So it's like 18 eyeshadows in it, and I have a beauty bank of eyeshadows that I sell. My beauty bank for eyeshadows is only at 10 credits. I don't want to go negative, so I just realized I never mentioned my total beauty bank points, but I will probably post it on the screen. Yeah, so I didn't want to go negative, and I also was just not interested in the peach palette. Like, I've seen it so many times for half off, and I just, every time, I'm not interested in it. I don't know why, but in my head, I keep thinking, like, it's going to get hard panned really easily, and I don't like when palettes do that, so I ended up not getting it. Oh yeah, and then that same morning, I was doing my eyeshadow with mostly the Natasha Denona Quint. Like, I think I did a purple look or a blue look, and then I realized very quickly that I already have all of those colors in my collection and probably didn't need to buy it, which is what I mentioned earlier as well. So I'm debating creating a spreadsheet with all of my eyeshadows, like all the colors, so that this does not happen again. So I can just go through and be like, oh, I'm looking for a dark blue metallic, and it will like pop up like, oh, you have a dark blue metallic in your Pat McGrath palette, which I don't think is true. I think it's light blue. It's not dark blue, but you know, something like that. So that day I also decided to declutter my Nature Republic lip gloss because it smelled like plastic. It also made my lips feel dry. I forgot to say that. Yeah, I was getting like really dry lips the more I used it, and I didn't realize until I stopped using it that it was being caused, and my dry lips were caused by that lip gloss. So I was like, okay, I better stop before I get like some really, like, develop some really bad conditions from it, like permanent eczema. I also decided to declutter my lipstick, the Locka lipstick that you saw earlier, because it is technically expired, and I could use it as a cream blush, but I have other colors in my collection that I'd rather use, and I'm not the biggest fan of cream products. It's just too much work. I also have some makeup that I'm going to be returning to Ulta. Some of it was like stuff that I bought and it came shattered, and then Ulta was like, okay, we're sending you a replacement, send us back the old one, like whenever you have time. And I never got around to doing it, so I'm going to be going to Ulta to return that, and a highlighter I also purchased that they canceled the coupon on, so I ended up paying full price on it, so I'm going to be returning that, and some eyeliners, but these are not going to count towards my beauty bank because I purchased them before March, and so I am just decluttering them, or like giving them, I'm returning them to Ulta. I'm not giving them back to Ulta. Well, I guess I technically am. So yeah, I do have some products that I was not the happiest with. Like, it would work fine on the back of my hand. I'm talking about the eyeliners. And then once I tried to put it on over eyeshadow, it would be like giving me the middle finger. So I decided to return it because I still can, and it sucks. I don't like to return makeup. I feel like it's really wasteful, and I know that Ulta does have a tendency to, like, if it still looks okay, to put it back on the shelf. I don't think it's available at the store anyways. It's like an online only thing, but if I say that I used it, I would hope that they would, you know, not try to resell it. And the last note that I have for this day is that I was watching Paula's video, like a beauty guru made me do it. I was watching her video, and in her video she said that she got a lash serum and it really made a difference in her eyelashes, and I was like, ooh, now I need a lash serum. But I think she's buying one from like Roden Fields, which is an MLM, and I was like, hell no, I'm not buying from them. And I've heard in the past that your eyelashes only stay on your face for like, was it a month or 3 months max? So then, like, even if you do use a serum for those 3 months and you have amazing lashes, it's not gonna last. They're gonna fall out and you're gonna get new ones. I thought about it and I was like, okay, so there's no point in me buying a serum. And then I remembered that I have one that I just never used. So I've been using it, and to be honest, I've not been very good about using it. So I'm glad I didn't buy one and that I remembered that I have one. So I need to definitely work on using that more often. And then on the 20th, I was doing some research on Glassdoor, and then I was reading Glassdoor reviews for some of the makeup companies, and I was really shocked because I guess I shouldn't have been, but I know Beauty Bakery has bad reviews, which is why I don't buy from Beauty Bakery, because the way they treat their staff, and it seems like it's an industry standard. The other company reviews that I was like shocked by was Stila, Persona Cosmetics, and well, I think Beauty Bakery is like more well known, but Stila, like, the employees live in fear of the CEO, and you can go read it yourself. I'm not making this shit up. And I was going to buy the Stila eyeliner, but after reading those reviews, I don't think I can give my money to them because she just like terrorizes the people there. She didn't care about COVID protocol, and like reasoning for everything was because I want it, and like she would fire people on whim. So it's a very toxic work environment, and it sounds like it's worse than Beauty Bakery, to be honest. So I am not going to be supporting Stila. I'm sure that the fact that Stila hasn't been doing well in the past few years has definitely been adding to like the stress and toxic work environment at Stila. So I feel really bad for the employees. This is not a lab. This is like the actual, you know, company building where employees are working on marketing and coming up with new products. So it just feels awful to know that those employees are treated so badly, and I don't know if other people know this. So I was like, every time I see someone mention Stila, in my head and my heart, I just die a little. Persona Cosmetics, there's only 4 reviews, but they're all pretty bad, and they say that they are underpaid and I believe overworked. So I don't think that I will be buying from them in the future. I did try 2 things from Persona. I did really like the eyeliner, but I'm not going to be repurchasing it because it's been very hard to sharpen it towards the end of its life, and I'm like almost done with it, so I'm not going to be replacing it. It's a pencil liner, and I do have other pencil liners that I prefer, but I think now I'm going to switch back to liquid liners because they just look so much better. And now that I know that you can recycle the packaging, I feel so much better about purchasing a liquid liner than I did in the past. So I'm probably going to switch back to liquid liners, at least for my brown liners, because I don't want to buy like a colorful liquid liner, like a green one, and then have it dry up because I only used it once in 3 months. It seemed like only Persona and Stila stood out. I was reading the reviews for Too Faced as well and Urban Decay, but from Too Faced, from what I read, it was, the company used to be much better. Like, there used to be a much better company culture. But ever since they got acquired or bought out by Estee Lauder, things have been going downhill. So I don't know what to think or what to feel about that. But it didn't seem like anyone was experiencing an extremely toxic work culture there. Maybe it was a little bit cliquey, but from what I could gather, the original owners and founders did a pretty decent job with their company, and after being acquired, things just started to go downhill. Okay, and then on the 21st, is that spring? Yeah, it's spring. I wrote down some big ticket items that I would like to purchase. So by, not spending money on makeup, I could like actually use the money for something else. I would like to purchase a sewing machine, which I have already done, Oxford wedges for work because we are switching back into an in-office setting, but I do take an electric scooter to work, so I have no idea how that's going to work out. Like, because, you have to constantly stop and go, and if you're wearing, like, heels, that's going to be a little bit harder to control, so I'm probably going to have to buy shorter ones. Yeah. Oh, and then I also want an actual camera for filming because I'm using my phone. I've been using my phone since I started, and it's worked, but I think I can afford an actual camera now after like using my phone for, I started in 2017, like the end of 2017, so like that's a long time. I was gonna say like, 3.5 years. It's like 4.5 years. So yeah, I think I can afford a camera now, so I'm going to be looking into that. It's going to cost me at least, I'm like bracing myself to spend $600, but if I can find anything more affordable, or if anyone has recommendations, that would be great, because while I would be willing to spend $600 because I don't want to have to buy another camera for years, if there's something better for cheaper, why not? So that's everything for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I think my beauty bank is at, so I used up 2 products, so that brought me up to 22, and then I bought 4 lip glosses and 1 nail polish, and a primer, so I dropped 6, so that is 16. Yeah, I have a beauty bank of 16, but I really need to figure out what to do with my Ulta purchases because, well, let's just say Ulta fucked up this month. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next month. Bye!